Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can feel some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' grow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you, telling you.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and yes, I am back with another live for y'all. I ain't did this in a while. Hey, live. And we're about to have a great show tonight. I'm excited to be here. I got some good, clean content. It ain't clean, but it's still good content for y'all. So I want you guys to go ahead and click that like button. If this is your first time watching, please click that subscribe button. And we gonna do the damn thing. And we are always gonna have ourselves gonna have a funky good time. Yes, indeed. And I just want you guys to know that I have come up with, and if anybody knows, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out, let me get this thing I made. I've been trying to figure out oh wait, I know what I want to do. But while I can talk while I'm doing this. But what I wanted to do, I've been trying to find like the best t-shirt stores. You know how you can make your t-shirts and design your t-shirts, but then you have the website that has the store on it. And I wanted to try to find out a good t-shirt store to use. So if anybody got any insight on that, I want something that's simple, something where I can, because I got this really cool, I came up with this cool ass t-shirt, and I know that it's gonna sell, but I gotta have it set up right so that I can sell it right. Because this t-shirt that I got, I know I'm excited about. The police are people too. But there's another one I got that I came up with when I was on vacation, and it is hot. It's gonna be fire. So, but I need to get it set up right so that I can get it out there. But I need somebody to help me with that. So if somebody knows of one of those good online t-shirt stores where you can set something up, let me know. I have been looking at Teespring, David, but I'm not sure. But y'all just let me know any other ideas, because I don't want to have this thing going and people say, "Oh, you should have went to this one. This is the best one out." So I ain't never did this before, so I want y'all to help me with this. I know my cousin was helping me with the design, and I got to show him my new design. And man, I really think this is gonna be a hot shirt. So I don't want to miss the opportunity to have something really blow up your weight. And this t-shirt, I'm telling you, I really like it, and I think that it's gonna be good. But I want to fix my sound real quick. Y'all bear with me for like 2 seconds. Okay, so I turn this, turn that. Then that should be good. That should be good. Let me just get a little bit on that. There, does that sound a little bit better? Y'all let me know. I hear you. I'll find something. Let me know. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I just think I want my voice to be just a little bit louder. A little bit louder now. And I want to make sure that I does this right. Let's see if that's a little bit better. Okay. Y'all let me know. Hopefully this will work. He said, I hear you. But let me give some shout outs real quick. Shout out to Minister Stay Fly. He said, love from the west side of Chicago. What up? What up? Let's see who else I got in here, because I definitely want to represent. Shout out to Kazama's Keyblade. He said, I got to turn in, but have a good show. Hey, man. I hope you rest well. Shout out to Miriam Remo. What's happening? Shout out to my man UFO Kamikaze. What's good? My man Crestline Iceberg out there representing. Shout out to DJ Matt 121. My man David Williams. My man James Grand. R2DX Hate. What's happening? Hey, you know, I think I got it right, but I'm about to try it. Marcelichka. Marcelichka. I think that's it. I tried the last time. I don't know if I did it right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Shout out. Shout out to Clay Boss. What's happening? Man, Chef X. Shout out to Sean Ghostface Trucker. Shout out to all my truckers. Shout out to all that remains. What's happening? Young Sykes and Mrs. M, aka the Queen Before You, and my man M on it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do what we came to do. Now, a lot of times, you know, people have interactions with the police, and the police interactions, they sometimes can go either way. Sometimes the interaction can be good. Sometimes the interaction can be real just fucked up, if you will. And it's for us, the people, to really look at it, and it's for me to actually to try to be as fair as I possibly can with doing this. So I really like doing this because I've been on both sides, and I like the fact that I can, you know, really objectively look at things and be fair. And I try to be as consistent as possible with these different interactions. And this one here, it really struck me, and I saw some good and some bad. And I want you guys to give me your opinions as well, what you guys think about it, because this was one of those things where it's like when you see stuff and you already have a preconception of what you think the police is, it can skew your judgment on certain things, and you can look at things and be like, oh yeah, I automatically gonna think this because they be like that. And sometimes it is like that, but sometimes it's not. And that's one of the reasons why I like doing what it is that I do. So without further ado, we're gonna go to my favorite part of the show, and then we're gonna get it started.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Ooh. Yeah, but I'm off to a good show when that drink good, baby. Got that good drink. All right, let's see. So, wait, what is this over here? Oh, that's good. Okay, that's fine. All right. So, everybody, please click that like button, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get it cracking. Now, we have a situation where a man gets pulled over by the police, and because that man has been pulled over by the police, he, throughout his interaction with the police, believes that he is being racially profiled. Nah. And it's one of those things where, have I been a victim of, or have I been pulled over with what they would call driving while black? Yes, I have been. I myself, I know it's hard to believe, but I myself have been pulled over because I was driving while black. And it's one of those things to where people have this racial profiling issue, and they want to talk racial profiling is bad, but racial profiling, in my opinion, is just like profiling, period. When you see a certain thing, especially being the police,
every time you see this logo,
you have to
think about one thing.
God damn it. Shut
all of your work.
I'll close you out. What the hell wrong with you? Not on my show, but that was one of my tabs. I'm sorry. But racial profiling, I believe you have to profile, because profiling helps with you as far as doing your job as a police officer. Knowing certain characteristics and certain traits of certain people's behaviors, certain people's clothing, those things that you clearly just see, those things matter. And they help as far as you being a good police officer. Oh, thank you, CJ Gunn. Shout out to CJ Gunn too. Best mod ever. But when it comes to actually identifying certain things and being able to use your instincts, all of those things take into account, and they play a part in you being able to assess situations and know how to interact and to react to certain things. And profiling is a huge part of that. I mean, just knowing certain things and knowing certain characteristics based on the environment that you're in and based on your experiences, you have to be able to use that, because that matters. And it can matter to a point of life and death. It can matter to a point of somebody being, their life being saved. It can weigh in, and it can matter to where, somebody can, an arrest can be a simple arrest, or it can be a very dangerous one. Somebody can get hurt. Being able to profile and being able to assess certain things, it is critical to being a police officer. So I don't know why it has such a negative connotation. Now, are there some instances where there are extreme prejudices, where people are just blatantly, like just harassing? Yes, things can get out of hand, and that usually tends to be a bad cop or a shitty cop that does that. But that still does not negate the ability to be able to profile, in my opinion. That's just me. Yes, UFO Kamikaze said it's a harsh reality. You have to be able to do that. I have to be able to do that because it allows me to assess certain situations faster. And a lot of times, seconds count. It just do. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's pull up this video, and I'm going to read this story real quick, and then I'm going to let you guys watch it, and then we're going to go ahead and break it on down. So, wait, pull up my damn thing. There we go. So Holland DoorDasher, this guy's a DoorDasher, accuses Zeeland police of racial profiling and files a complaint with the NAACP, which is, I think, he got a chapter in Grand Rapids. And this is in Michigan. Now, Zeeland, Michigan is in southwest Michigan. And the reason why I know that is because I lived in Holland, Michigan for about 7.5 years. So I know that area. I know Holland. I know Zeeland. I know Grand Rapids. So I was in that area. I know how it is. I have been pulled over in Zeeland. However, I did not get no ticket. Yeah, boy. And it was a white officer. But I did not get a ticket. And I would say this, the handful of times that I have gotten tickets, they were, definitely well deserved. I earned them, motherfuckers. I will say that. But a lot of times when it comes to just those interactions with police officers, if you know how to talk to a police officer, if you know how to carry yourself as a citizen, not saying all the time, but a lot of times you will get the better end of the deal and wind up just getting a warning. Unless you're an asshole or repeat offender, or you just got so much shit going on with your current driving situation that they gotta write you a ticket. Your license is expired, your tags is expired, no insurance, you got 4 headlights out, whatever the case may be. When you got that much shit going on, I mean, it's just like, nah, I can't just let you get off because you ain't gonna stop. That's just what it is. But it just is what it is. So you have to realize that that happens. But a lot of times when your shit is together and you're a good citizen, you're a good guy, the majority of the time, if you know how to carry yourself and you know how to talk, you will usually not get a ticket. I'm just saying. And if you do get one, it'll be for, hey, the least amount of infractions possible. I'm just saying. So is what it is. Just my experience. I know other people be like, no, man, they always take me to jail. Yeah, nigga, because you got warrants. That's why they always take your ass to jail. Man, they always do me in, man. Yeah, nigga, because you a fucking bad guy. That's why. But I would just say that's just my experience, and that's how it's worked out for me. So with that being said, that's the complaint that this guy has filed. He says in a body cam video, you can see the officer patting down Torian Mitchell, taking things out of his pocket and repeatedly accusing him of being on drugs. Yes, you will see that. A Holland man is accusing the Zeeland Police Department of racial profiling after being pulled over for a speeding violation. Shout out to Kingdom Minded. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. And hit your boy with that $20. That's what's up. And is being questioned heavily about being under the influence of drugs. Torian Mitchell, 30 years old, has since filed an official complaint with the Grand Rapids branch of the NAACP. On Sunday, January 30th, around 10 o'clock p.m., Mitchell said he was delivering DoorDash when he was pulled over by a Zeeland police officer. All right. The officer told Mitchell that he was traveling more than, I ain't gonna say it, blank miles per hour. Mitchell denies driving over the speed limit. The officer asked for his license and then asked him to step out of his car. During that time, several other officers showed up to the scene. In the body cam video obtained by 13 on your side, that's the news station, you can see the officer patting down Mitchell, taking things out of his pocket, and repeatedly accusing him of being on drugs. Mitchell's car was searched, but officers did not find anything suspicious, and he was ticketed for speeding. Okay? So that's pretty much what happened. Now, Mitchell said that he believes wholeheartedly. Oh, so you know that got to be true. Nope, and you spelled Torian wrong, Brick Bardo. Wait, yep, they Crestline Iceberg got it right. Toriyon. Yes. Yes, his brother is Davion. Yes, he has a brother named Davion. He does. And he has another brother named Kavion. Yes, so it's Torion, Kavion, and Davion. All right? Yes. All right. So, situation of racial profiling. The officer said I could make it easier on myself if I just tell them there were drugs that where the drugs are. Mitchell said he also got to questioning me about my intelligence, asking me what the highest grade I've completed, if I knew how to read and write. Y'all hear all this, right? And even if I can tell time. All right. It was just really degrading, Mitchell said. After requests on 13 on Your Side, Zeeland police officer Tim Jungle, I think that's right, Jungel, or it's Jungel, Jungel, said in a statement on January 30th at approximately 10:20 p.m. An officer from the Zeeland Police Department initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle traveling, I'm not going to tell you, in a 55. All right. And I know where this motherfucker's driving at too. And I definitely know where this motherfucker's driving at. On BL 196 in the city of Zeeland. The vehicle traveled another mile, turned northbound onto 104th Avenue, and stopped just south of Chicago Drive. The driver was given standard field sobriety test. He passed the test. He was issued a citation for speeding and released. The subject requested an informal hearing at the 58th District Court to contest the citation and was found responsible for the violation. The incident was captured on body camera. Mitchell requested an informal hearing to contest the citation and was found responsible for the violation last week. Yes. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's watch this. All right. Because this is like so wild to me. It's like, man, we have got to get past this thing of just making it to where we believe everybody is just against us, and just really got to start using some common sense. Really. Like, okay, when you wrong, you wrong. And when you wrong, take your L. Just take your L and do what it is you have to do. Whether it's pay a fine,
10-4 comes back on an impound. RO's out of Crown Point Apartments in Holland.
We're going to be right by Subway. I thought he had made it through the red light at Chicago Drive, but we're just south of that.
Hold on, wait. Kingdom Minded said, an Amazon driver called the police scared out of her mind because she got stranded in our ditch. She said she was unaware blacks lived in our town. She said she called in case we shot her. That, I mean, when you just hear things like that, it's like, what do you do when you dealing with people like that? And it's like, and just like how that person called, the police had to go there and had to like deal with her. And it's like, when you have that kind of stuff that you dealing with to where somebody thinks that that's what's going to happen to them, it's like, how do you deal with that? Like, why would you even think something like that? And I'm telling you like this, I've been in some situations and in some areas. Like, I remember when I was driving here when I was moving from Michigan to Texas, and I was driving, and it was, I first drove to Memphis. So I drove from Michigan to Memphis. And that was like, I want to say 10 hours or something like that. So I drove from Michigan to Memphis. And then that's where I stayed the night at my uncle's house. And then the next day I left and I drove to Texas. However, I had a late start and I didn't leave until like about maybe I didn't leave till about maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. So I had a 7-8 hour drive. Really, it's about an 8-9 hour drive because I was driving a truck. U-Haul, so you can't go that goddamn fast in a U-Haul. So I was driving, and I got into an area because of traffic, and this is at like maybe, I don't know, it was about maybe 9 o'clock, but it was dark. I do know that. It was about 9 o'clock at night, and I'm driving, and I'm in this area where I got rerouted, and they took us off of the highway because it was closed because of the construction, and they routed us through like a small town. And I'm talking the town like didn't have, I mean, it was like maybe about, the town maybe was about at best maybe 25 miles, but only the heart of the downtown area had lights, like street lights. So it was like dark, pitch black road. And you going through all of these roads, weaving around, driving around farmland and all that kind of stuff. And I'm driving around there, and I'm like, man, the last motherfucking thing I want to do is get pulled over in this town or get pulled over on this fucking road. I just don't want to do it because of I don't know who the fuck could be out here. Or my biggest fear was that the truck was like it had about an eighth of a tank of gas left. And I'm like, if I could just get the fuck out this town, because I don't want to be pulled over. Right. It's like a Mayberry. I didn't want to be in that town because I didn't know the people, don't know the area. But I will say this. The whole time I'm sitting there and I said to myself, well, I tell you one thing. If there is some fuckery in this town or in this little area I'm driving through, these niggas ain't gonna have no easy win because I got this Glock 17 on my hip. Because y'all know, as my man, the baby would say, I stays with the glizzy. I stays with the glizzy. So it's like, even if you in them kind of situations, it's like when you rolling right and you got your arsenal, it puts your mind in a different space. Like, yeah, okay. At worst case scenario, them motherfuckers gonna be like, God damn, that nigga could shoot. That damn nigga, he was shooting that damn. I didn't know a nigga could shoot that well. And I laughed to myself about it, but it's just one of those things. It's like, you can't always think, that people are out to get you, but you should be prepared for the worst. But it's like to think that somebody's gonna come and do something to you. It's kind of weird that we think that way. Just because we black or just because we white or because you in a ditch that's in front of some black people's property. Like, they gonna come out and shoot you. Why? It is what it is, but whatever. Oh, you are in Michigan. Okay, got you, Kingdom Minded. That's what's up. Yeah. So it's weird to have those kind of thoughts, but I understand why people do. But you can't let it get you to the point to where you called the police because you didn't want these black people to shoot you because you didn't know you was in front of in a town that had black people in it. It's so fucking weird that we think that way, but it is what it is.
We're stuck in subway 2219.
So this guy is sitting here and he pulled this guy over. Now, wait till you hear him tell him how fast he clocked in that car.
Hey man, stick your hands out the window. Are you by yourself? Alright. Do you know why I'm stopping you?
No.
I've been chasing you all the way back there. You're doing 120 when you pass State Street.
I didn't realize it.
Now, mind you, this is January 30th. That's a Sunday. And this in Zeeland, I shit you not, is truly a predominantly white Christian town, city, if you will. It is that. Family oriented, straight laced. This is like one of the, it's not all white, because there's some blacks and some Hispanics in there, but you talking like small town, family oriented. It's a little smaller than Holland.
Every time you see this logo, think about one thing.
Jesus
All of your...
There we go. And it's one of those type of towns. All right. Yes, this motherfucker was clocked at doing 120. Now, here's my thing. I know the street that he's driving on, and I'm telling you like this, at 10 o'clock at night, ain't nobody out in Zeeland. On a Sunday. On a Sunday, ain't nobody out. And where he's driving at on Chicago Road, it's coming right off of the highway. So it ain't like he's like, it's one of those things to where when you coming off the highway, and they actually just like redid that whole street. They did the reconstruction on it. Coming off of that highway, I'm telling you right now, I was flying down that motherfucker. When I got pulled over, I was speeding. I wasn't doing no motherfucking 120, but it ain't nobody out there. And that's why he was doing, and I believe if he wasn't doing 120, the motherfucker was definitely over 100. Because I've done 75, 80 on that motherfucker on the regular. On the regular. That's a I think he's in a Chevy Impala. I think that's a Chevy Impala or a Chevy Malibu. So Brick Bardo asks, can you do that in that? Can that vehicle do 120? If it's 115-ish, I know it can at least do 110, 115. He said I clocked you at 118 and had to do 120 to catch up to your ass. So I'm just telling you, yes, it is a white town, but I'm telling you right now, coming off of the highway, because that highway is what connects you. That's the highway that you take to go back to Chicago, which is only 2.5 hours away. And it's also the highway that takes you to Michigan City. And it's also the highway that you get on to go to Grand Rapids. So it's a lot of traffic that goes by on that highway, a lot of trucks and all that shit. But coming back to Holland, you got to go through Zeeland. Coming off of, if you coming from Chicago, whatever, you're going to go through and you're going to get off at this exit and you're going to come down Chicago Road. I'm just telling you, this is one of the ways you can go. If you're coming from Grand Rapids, you definitely going to get off here. So I'm just telling you, it's easy to speed on this street because you're coming off the highway and you flying anyway. But let's go ahead.
All right. Is the car in park?
Yes, it's
All right. Go ahead and step out for me, please. All right. Just go ahead and put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right. Go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. All right. I'm Officer Borgen with the Zeeland Police Department. Just going to set you out right here, okay? Anything in the car you're not supposed to have?
Nope.
Man, why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer. I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
And I'm gonna say this. Let's try to just be as fair as we can. And let's say the officer is embellishing a little bit. He ain't doing 120. Let's say he was just doing 100. Let's just say that. It's still 10 o'clock at night and a guy flies by you, because you're going to see that on the dash cam. They would have that on the dash cam. I don't think it's in this video, but they would have that, because if you go and contest it like he did, that's what they're going to look at. And you will see a car, if you've ever seen it, a car that goes by fast as hell, you know when a motherfucker's speeding or not. You just know it. So, but I'm just saying, let's just say he's embellishing. And let's say he was doing 100, 110. Let's just say that. This motherfucker is over 50 miles an hour of the speed limit, because the road is 55. He's doing at least double that at 10 o'clock at night, and he's going through a quiet, wholesome, family-oriented town. That means, number one, the police over there ain't got shit else to do. They ain't got shit, ain't shit else popping off. Ain't no crime, ain't no high crime area in Zeeland. They have literally little to no crime. You can still leave your doors unlocked in Zeeland. And anybody motherfuckers that know Zeeland, stop me if I'm lying. Stop me if I'm lying. It's that small of a town. It's one of those everybody knows everybody town. That's what Zeeland is. Motherfuckers still leave their doors unlocked. At least their back doors unlocked at their house. Just saying. So when a motherfucker like this come through, it ain't just me that's gonna go on that call. Everybody going. You know why? Because ain't shit else happening. It's 10 o'clock. I'm sleepy. I want to go to every call possible. But let's go ahead. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that.
Me, please. All right, just go ahead and put your hands on top of the car there for me. I'm just going to pat you down. You don't have any weapons on you? Okay. All right, go ahead and spread your feet out for me, bud. All right, I'm Officer Borgen with the Zeeland Police Department. Just going to set you out right here, okay? Anything in the car you're not supposed to have?
Nope.
Man, why are you going so fast?
I don't know. I didn't even realize it. I was trying to get to my customer. I'm door dashing right now.
You're door dashing at 120? Man, you were dashing then, aren't we?
I didn't even realize.
All right, is this your driver's license in here?
It's in my wallet.
Okay, what's in this pocket here?
I don't, you can go in there. I don't know.
All right, is that if I take it?
Now, I will say this. I've seen several of the DoorDashers speeding to get their food delivered because what? They want the good tips. They want to keep a good rating, all that shit that they got to do to be a part of DoorDash. So I can see why a motherfucker could be driving fast. Just saying. I get it. I get it. You're trying to get to where you're going. You're making your deliveries. Fine. No problem. But someone driving this fast in this area is not just a speeding thing. This is what he really could have considered this reckless speeding, like endangerment. Like you could, because of where he's driving at and down that street, that's way too goddamn fast. Way too fast.
No,
Yeah,
nothing sharp that's gonna poke me.
I don't know.
What's that?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, DoorDash card.
Need everybody else to slow down. Thank you. What's in this pocket here, bud?
Here, if you want to unzip my jacket, I don't want to reach. It's just, I don't know what's in there.
Okay.
This is the inside.
And I'm going to ask this. Anybody that's watching this now, please stop me when y'all see the racial shit happening. When y'all see the racial biasness go on, please stop me. When you see something that goes on that's racist, when you see something that happens that just ain't right, y'all let me know. I will say this, in this stop, there is one instance where I do got a problem with the officer. I will say that, and I'll let you know when that comes up.
All right. Keep your feet spread, but just take one step back. All right, spread them back out for me. All right, turn around and face me. All right, I'm just going to look inside here, okay?
Okay.
You got your phone going in there?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Just some group of friends I'm door dashing with.
You're dashing, all right. You using an inhaler for something?
That's one.
You know why all these other officers are standing here?
Why?
Because you didn't stop back there.
Oh, I didn't even see lights behind me.
What do you use Visine for?
You know why? Because the motherfucker was driving 100. Look, let me tell you something. I know that I drive fast. My wife probably has a little bit more of a lead foot than I do. But when I'm driving, what up, cuz? When I'm driving, why you ain't got no wrench on your name? That's weird. Let me change it. Let me fix that, cuz that means you're gonna definitely be a moderator in this motherfucker. But when I'm driving and when I'm speeding, and I'm telling you right now. Oh, and this was actually in Michigan. I drove by. I was in uniform on my way to we were doing, what is that thing that they have every summer? Came to mind, if you can help me out. What is the country music festival they have every summer? I think it's Hot 97 or 97 something that they have every year, and it's out there in out in the sticks, and they have the motor speedway thing where they do it at. I forgot what it's called. It's country something. It's like a country and music festival that they have. Oh, okay, I got you, cuz. And it's like a country and music thing that they have every year. But anyway, I was actually working that because that was one of the things we had to work as a reserve. You got to work a birthday bash. That's what it's called. Birthday bash is one of the mandatory. It's birthday bash. That's what it's called. Birthday bash is what they have every year, and you got to go out there. And we had to report for our debriefing and all that kind of stuff. Everybody got their assignments and everything. We had to be there at like 5 a.m. So it's like 4:20. And I'm on the highway getting there. Yeah, we good. I'm on the highway trying to get to where we're having our whatchamacallit. So this is like, I'm like maybe an exit away from where I need to get off at to go to where the command center is. On everything, it's 4:15, 4:20 in the morning. I'm doing about 100. Easy. I'm flying. Ain't nobody out. I'm flying. And I'm driving so fast that when I saw the police officer sitting there, I just kept going, because by the time I realized, oh shit, I just flew right past this dude. By the time he caught up to me, I was off on the exit getting off. And I just pulled right over to where all the other officers and stuff were at. And I had on my uniform, thank God. So I just got out. I said, hey, man, I am sorry. I did not see you because I was driving so fast. And he said, man, it's all good. No worries. I know you had to get here for roll call and all that. So I was like, yeah, man. I said, but I was driving too fast. I said, I'm sorry. Yes, B93 birthday bash. That's it, fair play. I said, I'm sorry, dude, but I was driving. So my apology. He was like, it's all good. And he got back in his car, drove back down. But that's how fast I was going. I was gone. No questions asked. If he would have been like, nah, fuck that, get your ass against the car, I'm writing you a ticket, where your sergeant, I'd have been like, you got me. I'd be like, Sergeant, I was fucked up out there on the road. I was fucking up. And he would have got me. Plain and simple. But he had me dead to rights. And that's happened to me a couple of times when I've gotten pulled over and I got a ticket coming back from Memphis, driving through Michigan, and they got me. And this police officer was sitting in the ditch with no lights on at like 2 a.m. Bogus as hell, in my opinion, because I believe that your officers, y'all should have something on, some kind of light on just for safety. But he was sitting there completely dark in a black cruiser and got my ass too. Wrote me a ticket like a motherfucker. And I was doing about 110, 120 in that motherfucker. I was doing about 115, 110. And he wrote me up. And I was like, cool. I was like, hey, man, you got me. I said, man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm about 45 minutes from home. I got my baby in the car. My daughter was in the car. This was before I even had BJ's. So I had my daughter in the back seat. She tired. She ready to get out the car because she been in the car for motherfucking 10 hours. We all tired, and we was just trying to get home. So I get it. And he wrote me a ticket, and he only wrote me up instead of the 110 he caught me at. He only wrote me up for like 80, 85. So he was like, yeah, I'm just going to write you for going, I think it was 5 miles over or something like that. Because he's like, if it's over this, then it's another fine on top of that. He's like, I ain't going to do that to you. He's like, when you come to court, he's like, we'll get taken care of. You just probably have to just pay a fine. He said, I ain't going to, going to rake you over the coals like that. And I told him that I was a deputy. And he's like, yep, but I'm going to write your ass up. I couldn't say shit. It was good.
I wake up I go to work at 4:30 in the morning and my eyes are red as hell sometimes.
Okay.
I honestly didn't
Yeah, you got like 20 things in every pocket?
I honestly didn't see you when it stopped.
All right, turn just a little bit. Okay, all right, you can just stand right there. All right, go ahead and grab your driver's license out of your wallet there for me, please. Thank you. Is your license valid?
Yep.
Is this your car?
It is.
I still live in a Mad Urban?
Yeah.
Okay. No drugs or alcohol today? No marijuana either?
Hello? I don't do none of that.
Okay. All right, let's walk over towards the front of my truck here real quick.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. As a police officer, you catch somebody going that fast, you're going to think that they are potentially driving under the influence of something. And I'm cool with that. And in my professional opinion, as a police officer, if that was my stop, I would say that too. I'm going to assume that first. You got to prove me wrong that you ain't under the influence because you're driving that reckless. And especially on that street that he's on, that's fast as fuck. If he was doing maybe about 70, 75 or something like that, I'd be, maybe he's just trying to get the way he's going. Doing over 100 miles an hour? No, I'm going to think that you're potentially on something and didn't realize how fast your ass was going. So you got to prove it to me that you're not.
All right, just stand right by the front there. I'm just going to turn these lights down. You can stand with your hands down. You're okay. Hello. Okay. All right, go ahead and turn around and face me just for a second. I just want to look at your eyes real quick. Just feet together, hands down by your sides. Look straight ahead. Look straight ahead. You're not using any drugs at all?
No.
Why are your pupils so pinpoint?
I'm nervous. I got pulled over.
Well, that doesn't change your pupils. I mean, they're like super, super small. Can you see those after the car?
I'm not on anything. I'll take the test or whatever.
Okay. You don't take any prescription medication for anything? You're a pretty healthy guy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Are you diabetic or have any medical problems?
Not that I know of.
Okay, you're not.
And now here's my thing too. So pupils being dilated or pupils, you know, not being dilated, whatever the case may be, that's all relative because you don't know. I mean, you can see when somebody's pupils are dilated, but depending on, you know, what medication he could be on or he could have had something, you don't really know that. So it's like he kept, I didn't like the fact that the officer kept reiterating the whole pupil thing, saying his pupils aren't dilated or his pupils are very small, and that's usually an indicator of drugs or something like that. But that's not, I get that it's one of the signs, but it's not the telltale sign. And I don't know why he just kept harping on that. That's weird. That's just weird that he's still doing that. He just kept harping on that. I did not like that part. It's like, my thing is this, as an officer, if I catch your ass, number one, you speeding, and I want to do a field sobriety test, fuck that. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, man, somebody driving this reckless at this time of day, at this time of night, going through this town, hell yeah, I'm going to do a field sobriety test on your ass. And even if I did look in his eyes and his eyes didn't look right, they looked a little glossy or whatever the fuck, he wasn't tracking well, fine. Fuck that. You got to submit to this test. Because like I said, over 100 miles an hour, that's reckless. That's reckless speeding. That's different than just speeding. That's reckless speeding. And I believe somebody put it in there. I've always been told cops can arrest you for double the speed limit if they want to. I don't know if that's in Michigan, but I definitely believe in some states, your ass can just get arrested for driving that reckless. That's reckless speeding. Your ass can just get taken to jail for that shit. If I'm not mistaken, I've never done that before. I've never done that part of it, but nah. And Kehan Henderson, I'm not a police officer anymore. No.
A diabetic though?
No.
Okay. All right. Because the only thing that makes your pupils pinpoint like that are narcotics.
Okay, well.
Okay, like a narcotic analgesic will do that. You're not using any heroin or opium or anything?
No, I'm literally door dashing. I've been door dashing since.
Well, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you're door dashing at 120.
Yeah.
Okay. And you had.
And that's my thing. So he's explained it to him. And here's where he's giving the explanation. So my thing is like, man, move on from that shit, especially because you got it recorded. This is what it is. This is why I'm about to do this field sobriety test on your ass, because of what the fuck you did. It ain't like you was, if he was doing 5 miles over some shit like that, that's trivial. You know, that's something you can say, yeah, well, 4, 5 miles, 8 miles, whatever it is. Most police officers say if you're doing 8 or 7 over, we pull you over, some shit like that. But if he's going this goddamn fast, you clocked him at over 155, fuck that. That's double the fucking limit. So no, your ass got to go through this test. You got to jump through some hoops, motherfucker, for me to let your ass go tonight. Fuck that. And ain't shit else going on in Zeeland? Nah, nigga. We about to send your ass through the circus. Get ready.
You didn't see me with lights and sirens behind me. You didn't see me with lights and sirens behind you?
No, I didn't see you. I honestly didn't see you.
Okay.
And you know what? I just chugged the Red Bull too. So
That doesn't have anything to do with your pupils.
Okay, well, I mean,
he said he just chugged a Red Bull. Now, I will say this. I don't chug these motherfuckers, but when I drink them, I do get a little amped up, baby. It's like that motherfucking, y'all remember that motherfucking Judge Dredd that had the little dial on his head? It ain't no full turn, but it's about a quarter turn. I can get a little amp when I drink a Red Bull. Or don't let me drink a 5 hour. Like, I can't even drink a whole 5 hour. I got to do a half. If I get a whole 5 hour, nigga, I'm wired. I'm wired the fuck up. So I would say that, hey, that's one of those things where I don't know if that could have maybe played a part in it. Because Red Bull do give you fucking wings, especially this peach Red Bull. It gives me wings every day. And I be flying like an eagle into the future.
not anything.
Okay, all right. I'm going to check your eyes real quick. So feet together, hands down by your sides. Again, just look straight ahead, okay? All right, can you see the tip of my finger okay? Mm-hmm. Wherever it goes, just follow with your eyes. Don't move your head. You understand? You understand? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Don't move your head, just follow with your eyes.
You can clearly see this motherfucking head, man.
Don't move your head, just follow with your eyes.
in my head.
All right, let's start over. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
All right, because you're having a really hard time tracking it, okay?
Yeah, I'm really nervous.
All right, there's nothing to do. That doesn't change your eyes at all, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your eyes are jumping all over the place. Why is that?
Could we take a test or something? I didn't have nothing to hide.
Is there anything in your car you're not supposed to have?
Search my car.
Okay. All right, these officers are going to do that real quick while I finish doing these tests, okay?
The person on the phone that you'll call them back.
I prefer to leave it
Or if I
alone.
tell them what's happening, they can just hang out.
Yeah, just tell them to stay on the phone.
Okay. All right, let's keep going here, okay? All right, can you see it all right?
Mm-hmm.
So why do you say that Brick Bardo says, yeah, man, it's the shithouse coppery in full effect? I don't. Can you further elaborate on that? Because I don't know what that means. I would love to hear what you mean by that. So Indiana big on giving time for reckless speed. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And my thing is, that's kind of one of the things to kind of like prove the officer's point. I really could have got your ass, but I kind of didn't. I just, did my job, essentially. I really could have fucked you, though, because you was driving fast than a motherfucker. So, and in my opinion, do I think that this dude was on something? I think a little bit, yes. I don't know if the motherfucker may have done an edible or some shit like that, but for him to be driving that fast, and I'm telling you, where he's at in Zeeland, if the police are behind you and they got their lights on, you gonna see it. It ain't like it's a bunch of lights. Like sometimes you can be in like a big city and the lights can be on, and because there's so many other lights, you don't notice those. But in Zeeland, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It ain't shit but a street light every now and again, like any other highway would have or any other street would have. But it ain't bright as fuck to where you would not notice the police being behind you. So that kind of leads me to believe that he may not have been fucked up, but he definitely was probably on a little something. I would really be surprised if this dude pissed and didn't and pissed clean. I would be surprised if he did. Not saying that he couldn't, because like I said, to me, he was kind of on the fence. But I don't know. He says, "Look, man, okay, it's bullshit. A blind guy can see what's happening here. What is happening here?" That's what I'm asking you. That's so Brick Bardo, that's what I'm asking you. What is happening here? Should he have let this guy who's doing over 100 miles an hour go, or what? That's what I'm asking you to explain. So if you could help me out and articulate that part, then we can get somewhere.
Okay, try not to move your head, okay?
Like,
just keep looking at it.
I'm like really nervous.
That's right. Just keep looking at my finger. Okay. We can't even do the eye test because your eyes are bouncing all over the place. Okay,
So my thing is this. This is the second or third time he's done this. If he's failed that part, cool. Check that off on the box. Stop referring to this dude's eyes. That's just me. I'm not going to keep explaining this shit. I'm not going to do it. So fuck that. If that's the case, if he failed that part of the sobriety test, move on to the next part. It's just that simple. And I do have to acknowledge what King Demina says. Could the officer be overdoing it just in case the stop goes left? Yes, I do believe that. But my thing is this. When you go by the book, when you got a motherfucker dead to rights, fuck all that extra shit. Do the job first. Then if you want to go back and retest or something, then you can do that. But fuck that. Go through your motions, go through your checklist the right way and do it the first time, explaining what you're doing. Fuck all that other bullshit. Stop giving niggas extra time for shit. Stop giving motherfuckers extra shit because you want to be the nice guy and don't want you thinking about what they gonna say after. No. Go by the book and follow your protocol. That's what it's there for. Processes and procedures are in place for a reason. Go ahead and do what you need to do first. Now, if you want to double back to reinforce certain things, I understand that, but you need to make sure that you follow them by the book, because when you spend too much time doing other shit, to me, it makes it look a little suspicious, which is, in this case, this was the one part where it was to me. That eye shit, man, fuck that. I think your eyes are jumping. I'm the fucking officer. I'm the fucking authority figure in this interaction. Let's move on, motherfucker. In my opinion, you failed that part, and I'm gonna go to the next one. Fuck that shit.
I'm a drug recognition officer, okay? There's not a doubt in my mind that what's going on here.
Okay, well, let's do a test or something. I'm not on anything. I'm nervous. Like, I'm in Zeeland, Michigan. I'm a black man. I'm scared as hell right now.
And he said that Zeeland, Michigan part, because like I said, it's only a sprinkle of niggas in Zeeland. I can tell you that now. There's a lot more niggas in Holland. There's plenty of niggas in Holland. And there's a hell of a lot more niggas in Grand Rapids. But it's only a sprinkle of niggas in Zeeland. I will give him that. But my thing would be this. If that is the case, and you are nervous, and you believe that Zeeland is racist, this is going to be a fucking bomb dropper right here, y'all. This is going to be some real revolutionary, we all about to evolve right here. If you're driving through so-called racist Zeeland, should you be doing 100? Should you be driving over the speed limit? I know. It's just a shocker. I know that's some revolutionary shit that nobody's ever thought about. But would you drive through a town you believe to be a racist town that hate niggas, a nigga sundown town, if you will? Would you then drive through said town driving over 100 miles an hour? Would you do that? Would you be 30 miles over? Would you be 20 miles over? I want to get through the town, but I'll be damned if I speed through it doing 100 miles an hour. Case in point, Cairo, Illinois. If anybody's ever taken I-57 going south, there is a town right at the tip of Illinois, at the bottom of Illinois. It's about maybe a 10-mile stretch at that, if best. It's called Cairo, Illinois. Here's the thing about Cairo. Cairo is known for pulling over any and every motherfucking body speeding through their town. Speed limit's 55. Motherfucker, if you doing 58, they're going to pull your ass over. Why? Because that's how they get their money. They're going to write your ass that ticket, and anybody that's driven through there will definitely be able to acknowledge what I'm saying is being true. You don't speed through Cairo, whichever one you want to call it. You don't. Because they gonna pull your ass over and they gonna write your ass a ticket. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So when I get to Cairo, it's at the 10-mile marker. When I get around Cairo, you know how fast I go? Speed limit's 55. You know what I'm doing? 50. Because even if them motherfuckers, whatchamacallit, is if they scanners are not calibrated, you ain't gonna get me, bitch. I'm doing 5 miles under the speed limit. Now, that's just what it is. It ain't about being racist. I don't want to pay no ticket, and I damn sure don't want to have to drive down no 300 miles to go back to fucking Cairo to go to court. I'm not doing it. So you know what? I don't speed through Cairo. I don't. Those 10 miles, I'm doing 50, and I take my time until I get to that bridge. Then I punch it and get the fuck back up to where I'm at. So that's just what it is. So if I know that this is Zeeland, and this man lives in Holland. He lives in Holland, so he knows what the fuck Zeeland is. If you believe it to be racist, which I don't, I believe it's some white folks that don't like niggas, but I don't believe it to be racist. Hell, I don't like some niggas. I don't like most niggas, but that's not the point here. If you're driving through that town, the last thing you should be doing is 120 miles an hour. Just saying.
That shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. You live in Holland, don't you? So you come through Zeeland all the time, probably?
Probably not no more.
You got 3 officers standing here. We're all wearing cameras. There's nothing to be nervous about.
Well, I mean, test me. I'm not on anything.
Okay. All right. So the next test we're going to do, same thing, feet together. Go ahead and put your feet together there. What's your what's?
And I will say this: kudos to the officer to say, "Hey, you feeling nervous? You think we racist? It's Zeeland at night? Okay, fine. You out here with 3 officers. We all got on fucking cameras, and you ain't got not nan weapon on your ass. So at the worst case scenario right now, what's the worst thing that can happen to this guy? He could get a ticket and go to jail. So while you would feel that your life is in danger, that something going to happen or whatever the case may be, just saying." He said, "I bet you ripped through Zeeland at 280 miles an hour, my nigga." I don't. I've driven fast through Zeeland because I'm like, shit, sometimes I just take that chance. But I know if I get pulled over, I know what the fuck's going to happen. I'm either going to get a ticket or I'm not. I ain't going to be like, y'all do this to me because I'm black. And I will even say this. I just remembered this. One of the times I got pulled over driving while black was in Holland, not even Zeeland. And I wasn't doing shit but driving. And the motherfucker pulled me over talking about, "Yeah, I saw you change lanes. You look like you swerved a little bit." You lying white motherfucker. You just wanted to pull this black nigga over because you ain't seen him before. He got these Illinois plates on here, and he in this cold-ass motherfucking ragtop black caddy with the black seats with the gold motherfucking Vogues and the motherfucking the all black on black with the gold trim. Woo, nigga, I look like I sold dope. But I get it. You was full of shit for pulling me over, but you pulled me over nonetheless.
What's your first name again?
Torian.
One more time.
Torian.
Tornell? Torian.
Yep.
Okay. Am I saying that right? Torian? Okay. All right. So same thing. Feet together, hands down by your sides. What you're going to do is you're going to tilt your head.
I thought the nigga name was Coriander the first time he said it, just because I know how niggas are. And a nigga bitch will name a nigga Coriander. Yes, after the spice. That's what I thought that nigga said. If I'm like, that nigga name Coriander. Corian. What the fuck? But it's Torian. So whatever.
Head back. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to say your alphabet E through P. So you're going to start at E as in Edward and you're going to stop at P as in Paul. Okay?
Backwards.
No, not backwards. E through P. So you're going to start with E and you're going to say your alphabet up until P.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so head back, eyes closed, E through P.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, thank you. What's the highest level of education that you have?
High school.
Okay. Did you grow up around here somewhere?
Saginaw.
In Saginaw? Okay. All right. So what you're going to do now is you don't tilt your head back or anything, okay? Just stand like you are right now. You're going to start at number 68. You're going to count backwards by 1 and stop at 53. So all you're doing is simply counting down from 68 to 53.
Now, some people will hear that and be like, why he asked him what grade what grade he was in. Here's the thing. Because what he's about to do is have him do some math shit and counting backwards. If a nigga don't know, if a nigga ain't had no education, a nigga might not be able to do that. I know there's some motherfuckers you could ask that question to and it would literally fuck them up. Try it on one of your dumb friends. Them niggas you know that didn't go to school. Them niggas you know that do dumb shit. Try it on them and say, hey man, just ask the question straightforward. Say, hey, can you count backwards from 69 to 53? And watch that dumb nigga be like, what? Fuck you mean? Huh? Just saying. That's why he asked that question. Because a motherfucker that at least had some high school and has high school education, you should be able to do this. A motherfucker that they be like, well, Torian he never finished grade school. He dropped out in the 8th grade, so that's why he couldn't count. What the fuck ever. We all know. I'm just saying. I understood why he asked that question. Just to see what that education level was, to see if this motherfucker could do this. Because if I ask my motherfucking grandmama who didn't go past the 3rd grade or some shit, I'm not going to expect her to be able to do that shit. Just saying. So that's why he asked that question. I get it. There's a lot of dumb niggas out here that ain't got no education. So it is what it is. So.
You understand?
No, tilt my head back.
No, you don't tilt your head back. Just 68 down to 53.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
Okay.
Even with his couple of pauses, I still give him credit. He passed that motherfucking test. And in my opinion now, if I'm the officer, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe his eyes are a little fucked up, or he might ain't, like I think somebody said, maybe he popped a little X or something, but this motherfucker's sober enough to drive. I'm just saying, based on the test right now, I'm giving this motherfucker a green light. He looks good. Just saying, in his defense, this motherfucker looks like he know what the fuck he doing, and he appears to be sober enough to drive.
Thank you. What's that?
Not on anything.
Okay, all right. That's why I just want to run you through these tests, okay? Because your pupils are really small, and that's.
I get nervous. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm nervous as hell.
Okay,
like.
and I'm not again trying to be respectful, but nervousness doesn't change your pupil size. Okay, all right. Because they're super small. When I put my light on them, they don't change. They should in the dark, like how we're saying right now, they should be pretty dilated. And when I put my light on them, then they should get small. Well, you start small and stay that way. Okay. All right. So next thing, you can use either hand that you want. Okay. You got no damage to your hands or anything. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna count. You're gonna touch the tip of your finger to the end of your fingers, and they're gonna count just like this. Okay. Watch. I'll show you how to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna do that twice. Do you understand?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. Watch. 1, 2.
And I'm going to say this. That's even okay. And here's why. Here's why I'm going to say what he did, and he stopped and he said, well, wait. It's because, number one, he's trying to pass the test and get it right. Number two, this ain't no average fucking request. You walk up to a motherfucker and just ask, and I'm telling you, you walk up to a motherfucker that ain't did this and don't get DUIs, and you ask a motherfucker this shit, the shit sounds weird as fuck. You ask a motherfucker, just go up to a motherfucker you know, a nigga you fuck with, and be like, hey man, can you on your one hand count like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and do that shit twice. And a nigga will be like, what? Like, what the fuck you want me to do that for? Because they're trying to figure out, like, damn, can I do that shit? So that's the thing, and that's the trick with the sobriety test, is that you want to have something that requires you to be able to focus, because when you drinking, you ain't gonna be able to do that shit. If you high, you won't be able to even do this shit. I mean, most people that are fucked up or at least buzzed to the point to where they shouldn't be driving, this shit is hard to do. But the fact that he's able to do this shit, that's why I say I don't give a fuck if he was on a little something. He was good enough to drive.
3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you have to do it twice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, thank you. All right, one more eye test, okay? All right. So this time, my finger, you're gonna watch tip my finger.
Okay.
It's gonna make a series of circles around your face. My finger is gonna come right towards the edge of your nose, but I promise you, it's gonna look like I'm gonna touch you, but I'm not gonna touch you. Okay? So just follow the tip of my finger, all right? All right, here we go. Can you see it okay?
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna come towards your nose now. One more time. Okay. I know that one seems weird, doesn't it? Okay, so next thing I need you to do, same thing, feet together, hands down by your sides. You're going to tilt your head back, you're going to close your eyes, and when you feel 30 seconds has passed, I want you to open your eyes and say that you're done. Okay, so you're not...
Now, pay attention to this.
Counting out loud, just when you estimate 30 seconds, whether you count to yourself or however way you do it, okay? But when you feel 30 seconds has passed, then I want you to open your eyes and say that you're done, okay? I'll tell you when to start.
Okay. Oh, see that you just told me to start.
Do you understand the directions?
So I'm gonna tip my head back, and when I feel 30 seconds just passed, after you tell me to start,
Yep.
let you know I'm done.
Yep, and you're going to stand just like that. Feet together, hands down by your sides,
Okay.
head back, eyes closed, and when you feel 30 seconds has passed, you open your eyes and say that you're done. Okay, you ready? Stand by. All right, go ahead and begin. Done? How much time do you think that was?
It's coming fast in my head. It's almost second.
Do you think that was 30 seconds? How did you get there? How did you realize that you thought it was 30 seconds? How did you?
In my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. All right, so that was 12 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Now, here's where I call. This is bullshit right now. Here's where the officer, in my opinion, this is the problem that I have. Number one, you did not tell this motherfucker how fast to count. Number two, and I'll go back and play it, if you count fast just like he did, you will count out to about 30 seconds. Now, the fact that this officer is standing there and he's counting on some 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 shit, you didn't say that. The other thing, too, in this guy's defense, that man is saying he's nervous. Wouldn't a nervous motherfucker count fast? You goddamn right he would. At this point, in my opinion, he has passed the field sobriety test. This dude is fucking sober. Any of the extra shit past this, it's bullshit. Because my thing would be, if he would have failed one of those other 3 tests, one of those other 4 tests, whatever the case may be, then you should have locked his ass up from that point. But I don't believe he had enough shit to where he could justify locking his ass up for it, saying he's driving under the influence. This dude here, in my opinion, is sober enough to drive. Fuck all that. I think your eyes and your poo-poo is a little small and it ain't moving like I think it should. You ain't no fucking optometrist. Is that the motherfucker? Or is that the motherfucker that look at your eyes? Optometrist. You ain't that, so fuck that. So go back and count this 30 seconds fast, and I promise you, you will do better than the 12 seconds that the officer was counting, because he didn't tell him how fast he should count. So that's bullshit.
Okay.
Well, I was counting super fast, because it's fast. After you tell me to start,
yep.
Let you know I'm done.
Yep, and you're going to stand just like that. Feet together, hands down by your sides, okay. Head back, eyes closed, and when you feel 30 seconds has passed, you open your eyes and say that you're done. Okay, you ready? Stand by. All right, go ahead and begin. Done? How much time do you think that was?
It's kind of fast in my head. It's almost second.
Do you think that was 30 seconds? How did you get there? How did you realize that you thought it was 30 seconds? How did you?
In my head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Subjective, sir. Officer Boyd and Officer Warnowski, that's subjective. That dude passed that test. Right. Amanda said she got to 60. That's subjective. You did not indicate as to the cadence or the speed in which you wanted him to count. And in that time frame that you said 12, and just think about it like this. If that man was counting twice as fast as that officer, the officer got to 12, and I'm sure he was counting this slow. Exactly. I got to 35. David Williams got to 36. That's fucking subjective, officer. He passed. Fuck what you talking about. Right now, you on bullshit. At this point, I'd be like, all right, man, you good. Take your punk ass back to this car. I'm going to give you this high-ass ticket, and I'm going to let you go on your way. Don't speed through Zeeland, because we don't fuck around. That should have been what's next. But this was unnecessary bullshit right here.
Okay. All right, because that was 12 seconds.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Well, I was counting super fast in my head.
Okay. Super fast, driving super fast, counting fast?
Yeah, some kind of test.
Okay. Okay.
I'm convinced you don't believe I'm not on anything.
No, you're good.
Test or something, you could take whatever.
Yep. We just got to get through these roadside tests first here, okay? All right. And you said you don't take any prescription medication for anything?
I do not.
Okay.
Only thing I don't get is sleep. I work at Hayward, get off at Hayward from that DoorDash, and it's about 11:30 at night. I have on a DoorDash schedule right now until 11:30 tonight.
Okay.
And I have to be to work at Hayward at 4:30 a.m.
What time is it right now, do you think?
It's after, it should be close to 10:30. Probably pushing 11.
Okay. All right.
Right again.
Okay. All right. So what I need you to do next, we're going to do a walking test. We're going to just use this spot right here, all right? So same thing, feet together, hands down by your sides, take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot.
So far, we about 13 minutes in the whatchamacallit, they said that he pulled the motherfucker over at about 10:20. So he's right. So this dude knows what time it is, at least in the ballpark. He's passed, in my opinion, he's passed every test. If you want to count the eye shit, that's only one, and that's iffy. All of the other tests that he did, your little swirl test, he passed it. Your following the eye test, his head moved a little bit, so you was like, kind of, sort of. I get it. But he passed the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 test. He sure did. He passed the alphabet test, and he passed your countdown test. This motherfucker sober. That's all I'm going to say. That's just what it is. The motherfucker sober, write this man his ticket and let him go on his way. Doing all this extra shit, I ain't with that. He's right now, he's doing too much.
So you're standing heel to toe. Can you do that for me?
I don't know.
Good? All right, stay like that while I show you how to do this, all right? What you're going to do when I tell you to is you're going to walk 9 heel-to-toe steps just like you're standing right now. Your hands are going to be down by your sides. You're going to look down at your feet, and you're going to count each step out loud. When you start the test, don't stop until it's done. You understand? So you're going to walk 9 heel-to-toe steps forward, just like you're standing. You're going to turn away. I'm going to show you a turn, 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Okay? Do you understand so far?
I'm going to fail this one, but okay.
Okay, all right. Stay like that while I show you how to do this. So I'll show you an abbreviated version of what this looks like, okay?
Stay like this.
Yep, I'll show you an abbreviated version so you know what it looks like, okay?
It's uncomfortable. Do you mind if I spread them, or do I got to keep it like this?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. When you get to 3, that will be your number 9, okay? So when your front foot gets to the number 9, it's just a series of small steps around and then 9 back. Do you understand the directions? Okay, when you're ready, sir, go ahead.
You said head down, right?
What's that?
Head down.
Look down at your feet, count each step out loud, hands down by your sides.
1. Oh, shit. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, let's try it again. All right, go ahead and start back in your...
Now, most people be like, oh, there it is. He didn't follow the instructions. Here's my thing to that. Here's my response to that. This is his first time. There's a lot of shit going on. And as he stated several times, he's nervous. This, in my opinion, is acceptable. I would understand that. Because you're going to watch, after this, he going to nail it.
Your right foot in front of your left. I told you I was showing you an abbreviated version of what this looks like, okay? I did 3 steps. You have to do 9 down, turn away. I showed you how to turn 9 back.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you was counting as 3 steps, like, because you said 1.
Yep, I was just showing you an abbreviated version, okay?
All
right, so go ahead and put your right foot in front of your left, hands down by your sides. Okay, and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Record this too, because they think I'm on something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, thank you. All right, you go ahead and turn. You go ahead and turn
I'm on
around.
something. I'm doing all these tests. Like, now I'm gonna have an upset customer.
No, you're good. You're good. All right.
He's like, no, you're good. You're good. No, he's accurate in what he's saying. Because if my motherfucking chicken wings was in here, in this motherfucker's car, I'd be mad than a motherfucker. Fuck that. I'd be sitting there like, right now, what my fucking heralds? I done tipped this motherfucker $20 and he ain't brought me my goddamn heralds. My shit gonna be cold.
Go ahead and look straight ahead.
Right. My cousin said he gonna ask that, hey, so you know how to play chess? Hey, bullshit to the back. Nigga, my cousin, that motherfucker is like Bobby Fischer. That's the coldest motherfucking chess player I know. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the story about my cousin. That motherfucker right there. Let me tell you what this motherfucker did. So I don't know how to play chess. I'll admit that. This motherfucker is like 9 years old. I shit you not. He's like 9 years old. I'm in my mid to late 20s, right? He's shown me how to play chess and how the pieces move. I knew some general knowledge about the pieces, know this one go with the L movement, this one move up and back and forth, the queen can go diagonal, king can. I get it. So I'm just playing with him. This motherfucker's 9 years old. 9, okay? I shit you not. It's a true fucking story. We in my grandmama's house, and this motherfucker is playing me in chess. And he beat me the first time in like maybe, I don't know, about 12 moves. He beat my ass. Done. Yeah, you laughing because you ain't shit for this. But look, this one I'm like, fuck it, let's play again. Little nigga cold. This motherfucker started playing me like in the movie Bobby Fischer. Like this motherfucker was, and I told his ass, and this when I stopped playing, but I ain't played his ass since. This motherfucker at 9 years old was moving and leaving. I'm like, hey man, where you going? He like, just let me know when you, he said, just let me know when you made your move. I said, this little motherfucker. So we about maybe 5 or 6 moves in, and he steady just like coming back, see the board, move a piece, and he gone. So around the 8th move, I said, hey man, fuck this. You ain't just gonna be walking away and playing like I ain't shit. You gonna sit here and play. Little nigga, you know what he gonna do? He said, okay. Nigga beat me in like the next 3 moves. Like, boom, boom, boom. That's it. I said, I ain't playing your little ass no more. Ain't played him since. That's how cold this little nigga was. He was leaving. I felt so disrespected. Fuck you, cuz. That was some bullshit. You ain't shit for that. That motherfucker literally was leaving, like gone. I'm sitting there trying to figure out, trying to strategize and shit. And I'm like, yeah, see, I gotta try to trick this little nigga so I can get this motherfucking queen and shit, get his ass in check. Nigga, this little nigga was sitting there like, yup, boop, boop, taking a piece, and he gone. I'm sitting there watching the board and shit, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm gonna move this one, because he probably ain't gonna notice I moved that. Come back, little motherfucker come back, look at the board, be like, yep, boop. I said, hey, man, you just gonna be walking away like this and gone while I'm playing. That nigga like, all right, I'm gonna finish your ass off quick and whoop my ass. Nigga, boy, you wasn't shit for that, cuz. You hurt my ego, motherfucker.
Okay. Do you feel okay?
I'm okay. I'm humiliated.
Look, there's no reason to be humiliated. You understand why I stopped you, though, right?
I understand it.
If you're doing 120 miles an hour, then you don't pull over the police, you're obviously going to get...
I didn't realize
That's why we're saying when you're talking, right?
I didn't realize it, and I didn't see you. And I own up to that.
Okay.
See you.
Yeah,
I have to take a piss really bad.
It's okay. The cold's not helping.
Yeah,
but
it's not helping.
Well, yeah. I had you on radar at 117 and then 120 when you actually passed me.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. And I appreciate you standing out here doing these tests. I know it's cold. Okay, but do you understand?
And here's my thing with this. Okay, so this dude has passed. This dude has pretty much passed, in my opinion. If you know, hey, I ain't got enough on this motherfucker to take his ass in for being under the influence, not necessarily drunk driving, but he could have just been under the influence. Could have been high shit, whatever. At this point, I would be like, yeah, you know what? You're right, man. I am going to write your ass this ticket, but I'm going to let your ass go back to the car. He wasn't swerving or no shit like that. He was just speeding. Speeding ticket. I get the fact that why you did your sobriety test. And I don't know, it could be in Zeeland that they have to do a battery of tests and you got to check each one. That if that's the case, I get it. But if that is not the case, if it is the officer's discretion to stop that test whenever he feels as though this person is passed, he on bullshit doing all this extra shit. Just saying. After the 4, 3, 2, 1 through that, after that shit, that should have been it. My man passed. So he was on bullshit with that unless he has to run all of these tests.
Why we're doing them?
I understand.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and have a seat in your car so you can get warm. I'm going to write you a speeding ticket and you're going to be on your way. All right? You got all your stuff up here?
Yes. Do you have a business card too?
Yes, you bet.
I know I'm wrong, but...
No, you bet. I'll give you one.
I have a whole family of law, and I mean,
A whole family of what?
I have a whole family of law, so I know...
Oh, okay.
So can you give me all of your badge numbers?
You bet. Yep, you'll get a... Yeah, I'll get you a card from everybody.
You're a narcotics... you said you're a narcotics detection?
Yep, drug train. Yep.
So just all badge numbers and
You bet.
names, right?
You bet.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I will give this to I will say this to this guy. I really appreciate the fact that in his defense, he was respectful. He kept his cool, and he expressed himself, which, in my opinion, I believe he's well within his right to do so. To say, hey, man, I feel fucking humiliated. It's cold in a motherfucker, because I'm telling you right now, that would have been me, I would have been mad at it being cold. After around test number 3, I'd be like, hey, man, it's cold in a motherfucker out here, dude, and I understand that you got a job to do. Write my ticket and let me the fuck go. Or get your sergeant out here because you're doing too much. It's too cold for this shit, homie. I'm just saying, that just would have been me. I would have been like, yeah, you sending me through all this shit. Bro, I'm passing this shit. And I ain't high. And I ain't drunk. So I'm just saying, unless I done failed these motherfucking tests, man, get me the fuck up out of here, man. Real talk. I remember I always tell a story about my brother told the motherfucking police officer, like, hey, man, you ain't gonna lecture me on speeding, motherfucker. Write my ticket and let me go. He was the police when he said it, but I get it. I get it. Hey, man, you not gonna sit here and lecture me. If I ain't doing it, I gave you my license, gave you my motherfucking insurance, all that shit. You ain't gonna lecture me, homie. Write my ticket and let me go. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. That's all I'm saying. In this instance here, you got to take that shit into account, man. You done sent this dude through all these tests. You done searched his car. You done searched him. He ain't got shit. My man was respectful. At the end of the day, you got to take that into account and say, all right, man, this is a good guy this is a good guy who just broke the law. Let me write him a ticket and let him go on about his motherfucking business. Because it's cold in a motherfucker in Michigan in January. Or as my boy Rashawn would say, January.
Okay.
You out here, what is that?
All good?
Yeah. He wants, do you have a business card? He wants everybody's card. Are you calling me?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I appreciate you stopping.
Yep.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Unless that's the sergeant, and me, in my personal opinion, bitch, I don't need you here, because if this motherfucker start wilding out, you ain't gonna get nobody off my ass. Get your ass on out here. Go on and sit up in the speed trap somewhere. But ain't no point your motherfucking ass being there. I'm saying, y'all know how I feel about female officers being on the street. It's pointless. It is pointless. I'd rather take that motherfucking mannequin that they sit in the police car. I'd rather have that motherfucker having my back than a female officer. Give me that officer that just got the hat on and sitting there like this. Because, you know, they never get that mannequin head right. So he always got like a little tilt like that, or he got some shit like this with the hat on. That's just it as you drive by. But you think he the police and you think it's a real person in there, but it's just a mannequin. It makes you slow down, though. I'm just saying.
That's my boyfriend that you just pulled over.
Okay.
I can honestly tell you didn't catch him clocking going 117.
Okay.
I'm recording this, by the way.
That's fine. I am too.
Okay. And shout out to his boyfriend stepping up for him and you know, pleading his case. I get it. That's his lawyer. You got a nigga lawyer on the street, but this ain't the time or the place to hold court. It don't matter what you thought, and you said, I know he wasn't doing 117 because he just wouldn't do that. Bullshit to the back. That motherfucker was speeding at 10 o'clock at night. That's why he got his ass pulled over.
And it's fine. I can honestly tell you that he wasn't going 117 because he's very scared of driving.
Okay.
So I know for.
Yep. What? How the fuck you very scared of driving and you a DoorDash driver? What do I always say? Don't matter if you're gay or straight. Niggas love to lie. What kind of shit is that? Yeah, I know he wouldn't be driving like this. I know that he wouldn't be driving out here like this. Reverend Brown, who's been my reverend since I was a little boy, he would not be driving 117 in this area because he's scared to drive. So that's why he don't. No, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think I am? That's it. I'd be like, what? I'd be like, what? Motherfucker. He's scared to drive, even though he a DoorDash driver. He's scared to drive, even though he a truck driver. Yes, he does not drive fast, and I know he would have never done no 117 coming through Zeeland, even though he's a NASCAR driver. He would have never done that at 10 o'clock at night on an empty road. Nope, he wouldn't have never did it. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, you ain't got to come over here and lie. Nigga, he was speeding. That's it. I know he wasn't doing no 117. Okay, motherfucker, he was doing 90. What the fuck is your point? Get your ass out of here.
I know he wouldn't have never did nothing like that before. He wouldn't have never drove through no town like this doing 117. I'm his boyfriend, and I know he would have never did that. That's why he wouldn't have did it, because I know he's scared to drive. He don't, even when we together, I do all the driving because he's so scared to drive, even though he a DoorDash driver, and I don't let him drive, and he don't want to drive because he's so scared to drive. Get the fuck out of my face, boy. Get your ass up on that curb. It's too cold to be out here arguing with your ass. Fuck you talking.
In fact, he wasn't going that fast.
Okay. And he'll have the.
If you could prove that.
Yep, he'll have the right. He can go to court and appeal it, and I'll go over all that with him. But it'll be out of the Holland District Court.
Oh yeah, we will be there.
I'm going to give him our business cards that he asked for, and then.
One too?
What's that?
Can I get one too?
She just left. She just gave me one, but.
Why? Why you need a card too, motherfucker? Why do you need a card too? If he got a card, why do you need a card too? I don't understand that.
We will give you one.
Yeah, can I get one of
you bet. You bet. Do you have another card for his friend? Okay. All right, I'll get you one out of my card in a minute.
Either one.
I wish the back of that trunk of his car would have opened up and that dude would have got out the back of the car talking about or would where the ticket reside, where the tickets reside, where the ticket resides, or would or where the tickets reside, where the ticket reside, where the ticket resides. See, he was doing 120 in a 55, and that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's what the fuck I would have said. Where the ticket reside, where the ticket reside, where the ticket reside. I hate shit. Cold in the motherfucker out there, boy. Now, he could have been doing this about 10, 15 minutes. I'm just saying. Because he was what? He spent 17
Rule
minutes.
4826, 4825, status check.
We're all set. No further. Thank you.
There you go.
10-4, okay to reopen here.
Yes, thank you.
Network.
What did Albanian say? I got
Police 1 reopens, 2238.
My ass got 1 for 64. Bare motherfucking minimum.
Network, come back with an additional number.
Dispatch has been updated.
7373, that number's going to be 106, also stop running.
Not when they trying to get quota for the end of the month. I wasn't going that fast.
Sir.
The officer.
Wait, hang on one second.
Okay.
This is the female deputy that was here.
Okay.
She's from the sheriff's department. That's her card.
Okay.
This is
her badge number on here.
What's that?
Is her badge number?
I'm not sure. I
Can
can
we
look at it real
pencil
quick.
his badge? Can we pencil her?
And here's the thing, too. When you get a police officer's card, that's damn near like having an ID. Real talk. You don't have to have a badge number. And I just want to explain that to you guys. The only time that you want a badge number is when you're actually writing down that officer. You don't have any other information. The badge number, officer's name, it ain't, and especially in a small town, it ain't like you got 30 different, Officer Joneses in that department. It might be 20 of them motherfuckers all together total at best. So the only thing you really need is a business card, or you ask for their badge number. If they don't have a business card, if they don't have a business card to give you, then you ask for their badge number. So it just, for everybody who, get pulled over and you ever want to get officer information, that's not something that you gotta have. You do not have to have a badge number. Here's the other thing about it too. The officers that are going on that call, that's all recorded, and you'll get that through your FOIA request. So the motherfucker who's writing the ticket, you got his information already. If he's the one that's writing the ticket, you got his information. If you want the other officer's information, a business card will more than suffice for that. That's not a problem. And even if you can't get that, if they ran out of cards and don't have a card, getting a badge number, getting their name, or getting their car number, at that time of day, there's only one person driving that number car, so you can get information that way. So it's not a thing where police officers try to hide that information, don't want you to hide that information. That shit don't matter. You can get officer information just by doing that. If you don't have a card, get their badge number, get their car number, because all of that is documented based on the time and where they are and who's on that shift that night. So those officers that are reporting to that call, that check on to go to that call for support, whatever the case may be, you got your officers back, or it ain't shit else going on in Zeeland and you want any and all action you possibly can, which is what most small towns do. Small town officers, that's why you get 3 and 4 cars. I'm telling you what I know. It's because it ain't shit else going on. And motherfuckers is like, I got to be a part of something, so I might as well go to this call, especially being in a small town like Zeeland. It ain't too much you get to patrol. I mean, it's just one of those things where you're gonna go to just about any call, especially if it's something like that. You hear over the walkie, I got a guy doing 120 in a 55. Yeah, let's go to that shit, see what's popping. We might have somebody drunk. You might have somebody wilding out. You might have a bad guy. You don't know. So that's why you get 3 or 4 cars. It ain't just because he black and all the police want to see a nigga because they ain't seen one and they on safari. That is not the case, especially in a small town.
Badge number?
I don't know her badge number, but you can call the sheriff's department and they would give that to you. Okay. My name and my badge number is right here. Okay. So let me give you that. So all right. I still got to go back and talk to your buddy over there and give him. He wanted my card too.
So my question for you is, so this dash cam footage, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I mean, I didn't realize I was going that fast. If I was going that fast, but so do we have this recorded on a dash cam with a tip time radar and all of that?
The what is on the dash cam?
So do we have footage of me going that and with a clock, something that's, I mean, can we prove this in court?
It won't show on the radar because the camera comes out the front window, but it'll show you smoking past the other cars and me trying to catch up to you.
Yes, the fucking will. And there will be footage of him flying the fuck past that car. So that's one of the reasons why I like the dash cam and all that shit, and he will get that in his FOIA request. All that shit's gonna be there. And especially when he goes to court, if he's contesting it, all that shit's gonna be there. That ain't no problem. So it really ain't no big deal. And the other thing too, that his boyfriend, the guy that's on the side, he really don't have to give him all of this shit. Because that dude has nothing to do with this traffic stop. Just because he fucking him, don't give him right and access to his traffic stop, because this is an adult. And a lot of people think that because you a citizen, that you can just get into somebody's stop or somebody's an officer's investigation. No. Only if you are a minor does the officer have to answer to the adult of that minor. So that means if I pull Lil Ray Ray over and Lil Ray Ray, or I stop Lil Ray Ray somewhere, or Taviante or Raekwon Donjo or whatever the fuck these niggas' names is, if I stop them and I'm conducting an investigation, only that kid's parent or legal guardian can get additional information about that stop. Just saying. So that's the law. That's the fact. So he don't have to do that. The officer's elected to do it, and that's fine. But he don't have to do that. And niggas need to realize, stop interfering with investigations. If you think something's nefarious or some bullshit's in the air, then just go ahead and actually just record it with your phone, and you can talk through that shit. Say, officer, what's your name? Whatever the case may be. They don't have to give you none of the information unless you're the person that is actually involved in the stop or the investigation. That's just what it is.
Oh, so we can see this.
Yes, you'd be able to see that part on the dash cam for sure, and then anything that we have recorded right now.
Okay.
Okay, let me get this going so we can get you out of here. Okay. Sir. I'm Officer Boyer, like I was saying, and then my badge number's on there and all of our contact information.
Okay.
So let me get his paperwork going so we can get you guys out of here. Okay.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Albanian said, why does my ticket say no, not on camera, and no gun clock me? So the officer, in officer's discretion, they can say, hey, once you speed past an officer, they can, if they don't have a gun or whatever to clock you, they can say, hey, it took me I had to drive over the speed limit to catch this person, whatever the case may be, but that's officer discretion. Most police departments should have scanners. I mean, radar guns or something. That's kind of odd that they didn't, but they should. They definitely should. But that's kind of weird. I don't know where you were when that happened, but most of the time when you get pulled over for speed, the motherfucker should have something where they can clock your ass. Just saying. So now he's getting his shit together, getting him his ticket, and he pretty much gonna be on his motherfucking way. But my thing would be, I like I said, and I'll give that guy credit again. He handled himself well, even though he was nervous going through that shit, and he did what he was asked to do. In my opinion, I believe he passed, and I think he should have gotten what he did with the ticket. And the fact that this motherfucker is going through all of this shit and he wants to contest it, well within your right to do that, because you're gonna have your damn shit. No problem at all. Get your FOIA request, get your ticket, get your uncles, your aunties, whoever the fuck else you gonna get for this monster legal defense team to take your ass to go to court with. They can watch your ass do 100.
10 Baker, stop. I'll be en route until you advise me.
Fucking ticket in this fine.
10-4, 2241.
Dispatch has been updated.
Yes, Raekwon Donjo is because that name is because the mama liked Raekwon. Her daddy, her baby daddy name is Don, and her father name is Joe. So that's why she put all that together. Raekwon Donjo. I ain't shit. But that pretty much wraps up the call. And like I said, this motherfucker got his ticket. But I would want to ask you guys in the audience, do you guys think that this guy was racially profiled? Number one. I will agree and say he probably put him through one test too many, unless they have to run all of those tests. I would say he did one or two too many. I believe this guy was sober. If he was on something, he wasn't on something to the point where he couldn't drive. And I think this motherfucker was just speeding because he probably had a nice tip on that DoorDash, or was trying to get a nice tip and was trying to get that nigga his wings. That's all I can say. Because ain't no niggas up this late unless they, well, it could be some white boys that's up this late playing Fortnite and they wanted their food too. But yeah, I don't think that this guy was racially profiled, because at the end of the day, motherfucker, your ass was doing well over 100 miles an hour in a 55. Just
Dispatch has been updated.
And my thing is too, I don't think that this guy was being unreasonable in his request. The guy who got pulled over, I don't think he was being unreasonable in his request, because he felt that he was, you know, he shouldn't have been pulled over. But nigga, please. I'm just saying, I get it, but you're wrong. Your ass definitely should have been pulled over. Definitely should have been pulled over. And I will say this, if he was driving that fast and probably would have just confessed and be like, damn, I know I was trying to deliver this food, I fucked up, go ahead and do what you gonna do, I get it. But that still don't exempt you from sobriety test. And in a small town like this, I believe that officer was well within his right to give him a sobriety test. Y'all don't think he was racially profiled, but you do think too many tests? I can agree with that. Printing off his shit, because a lot of places now, a lot of offices now, they have the ticketing system where they print this shit out for you right there. It's in the system already. Instead of them having to write all that shit out, type it in, hit print, rip that shit off, here you go, bucko. We actually had that installed, so I know exactly what he's doing and what he's giving. This is cool, and I'm gonna say this, Brick Bardo. I would say this. I understand why you may not like police for whatever reason, but the thing is, that's the law of the land. If you don't want to interact with police, you don't want to deal with police, it's a simple thing of just saying, don't break the fucking law. Have your shit straight, be legal.
Toya? Yes. All right, here's your license back.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is your citation. It's for speeding. 10 days to take care of it. This is the court's address and phone number. It's in the Holland District Court. This is the same building as the Holland Police Department. Okay. Do you know where that district court is?
Off of James Street?
No, that's the Sheriff's Department. A Street. Yep, okay. So right downtown, right across the street from the movie theater. Okay. But this is the phone number. If you want to appeal the citation, you have to contact this number at the court before or within that 10 days. Okay, so if you call them in the morning, and what they're going to ask you for is a citation number, and that's this number right at the very top. Okay, so you just give them that citation number, and then they will set up a time for you to go to have a hearing for that.
So my uncle, he just told me here a minute ago on the phone.
Okay.
Do you have a reason? Like, did you record this for doing a sobriety test and all that too? Did we put this in? Do we have notes of that too?
Of what?
Of doing a sobriety test and all of that.
Yeah, it's still running.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing will be.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You're welcome. All right, take care. Yep. Good night, sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad. Let me turn this shit down a little bit. Yeah, I keep forgetting that my mic volume and the volume of the audio and stuff. It is hard to hear sometimes. So, bam, that's it. Traffic stop is over. That's it. Now, I will say this. Like I said it before, since probably wasn't heard because of the volume of the video, I will say this. If you don't want to deal with the police, you don't like the police, you think the police is out to get all us black folks, you think that these pigs ain't no good and all they want to do is hold down the black man. Again, I will say this. Don't break the law and have all your shit legal beagle or legal eagle beagle, whatever. But just have all your shit together. Don't break the law. Don't fuck around and don't be doing stupid shit like driving 100 miles an hour through the so-called racist town. That's all I'm saying. So if you're in a situation to where you're dealing with the police, if you're in a situation to where you feel as though the police they out to get you, have your shit together so that when you do have an interaction like this, it's minimal. It's minimal. Hey, I got my license, I got my insurance, I got my registration, car's mine, all that shit checks out. Everything is good. You want to run through your test? Fine. But then I am in a position to say, hey, man, give me my ticket. Give me my ticket. That's just pretty much it. And once this guy went to court, when all of this shit came out, let me go over here. It says in Benton Harbor. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I closed it out. But he did go to court and he did contest it and they found his ass guilty. So that means the video shows his ass flying past that officer on that dash cam and they like, nah, motherfucker, you did do this. Here you go. Here go your fine. Pay your ticket. Pay your fine. Whatever the fuck else you got to pay. And then that's it. Because my thing would be this. It's not the officer pulling him over had every right to do so. So there was no racial profiling there. The other part of it was, like I said, unless he has to run all of those tests, I do think he did one or two tests too many. Absolutely. I will say that. My man was passing the motherfucking tests. Even with the shit, he was like, oh, it's kind of shaky. You kind of look like you was on something. Bullshit. He was passing the test. Write the guy the ticket like he did and let the dude go. Give him your cards or whatever the case may be, and that's just pretty much it. But if you think the police are out to get you, have your shit together. Don't have nothing expired. Have your insurance paid up. Have all of that shit. And if you do break the law, then all you're going to do is get a motherfucking ticket and be on your way. That's pretty much it. So I saw that. In my opinion, in this whole thing, he can disagree with what the officer did, but it's the officer's discretion when you break the law. He was well within his authority to do what he did. And I believe that guy was not racially profiled. The motherfucker was just speeding and he was going way the fuck too fast. In my opinion, that was reckless speeding. Reckless like a motherfucker, especially going through a small town like that. He wasn't on there, even on the fucking highway. That's too fucking fast. You doing over 100 on the highway, you going way too goddamn fast. Most places, the speed limit is between 55 and in some places 75, but it's usually 55 or 65. You doing 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles over, you going to get what the fuck you get. you're gonna get what the fuck you get. That's all I'm saying. So you have to be cognizant of that to realize that, man, this dude broke the law. He was speeding, going fast as fuck. Hey man, that's what the fuck happens. Get your ticket, keep moving. You can either keep speeding or you can stop speeding. You get 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers. I'm sure he gonna get a point on his license, but you keep doing 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers, you're gonna get your license suspended. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And when you, how Ben said, when you contest it and found guilty and they add an additional fine, as usual, yep, it is $100. Usually it's about $100. Then that's what it is. That's just what it is. Take your motherfucking L and keep it moving. I'm glad that this dude didn't hold court in the street. I'm glad he wasn't talking all that racial bullshit. Like I said, my man handled himself very well, even in spite of him being nervous and all that shit, in spite of him thinking that it was racially motivated bullshit to the back. You were speeding. He got your ass. Take your L, get your ticket, and move on with your life. That's just what it is. So, in my opinion, like I said, I don't think that was. I think that the officer, he did just a little bit too much, but nevertheless, he was well within his authority to do so. So I think that this was a good, clean stop, and he got his ass for speeding. The officer did his fucking job, plain and simple. Niggas that don't like it, you don't think he was on some bullshit, whatever the case may be, stop fucking speeding and have your shit together. And these type of interactions will be at a minimum at best. You will. For the most part, even if you do get pulled over, if you're a good guy and you was doing 4 miles over or 6 miles over, it still ain't gonna be no big fucking fine, and you can just move on with your life. That's just all I'm saying. And I'm glad that the guy did what the officers instructed him to do. He got understanding, he did it, and if he still wanted to contest it, fine, but it is what it is. He said, yeah, I get ripped for defending the guy. You didn't get ripped for defending the guy. Brick Bardo, I don't think he got ripped for it. It's just a disagreement. You thought he was on some bullshit. I just came with some facts and showed you where I believe that he wasn't. So that's just what it is. So without further ado, like I said, I think that this was a good stop. Officer did his job. Don't speed through no small ass town. And if you think you're driving through a racist ass area, the last thing you need to be doing is speeding. Plain and simple. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show. I think this was a good one. Oh, and they did say this when the guy, when he did get his fine, the guy actually his response was this. Once they gave him his fine and all that shit, his response was this. When they asked him about the stop, this is what he said. I ain't shit. I know it. So I just want to thank everybody for your thoughts. Please leave me your comments in the comment section. This actually was a good show. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Thank you guys so much. This was fun. I had a great time. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Carshino. Shout out to Chef Talk. Shout out to Shoto Nation. Shout out to my brother Thomas Sotomayor. Shout out to all y'all, man. I love y'all. I love doing what I do. I hope that this video helped somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that some young person or somebody will watch this and get a better understanding of how to interact with the police and why the police do what they do. I really do hope that this is something that can help people understand that. I truly believe that it is both our responsibilities as officers and our responsibilities as goddamn, there you go. Brick Bardo, I tried to let you go. I tried so hard to just move on for this. I really did. But you just insist on being a fucking troll. Brick Bardo, look, man, I'm a racist clown. Yes, I am. But I will say this. This racist clown got your punk ass to watch him for over a fucking hour. I'm your daddy, boy. I'm your king and your god. Embrace me, motherfucker. Am I not kind? There. Now you happy? You done got your motherfucking ass up here, talked all this shit the whole show, could not dispute not one of my fucking facts. Not a single one. All of the shit that I talked about and I presented was fucking factual evidence that we watch several times over. You are the only motherfucker in this entire fucking show that still at the end of it, no, man, you fuck this shit. You a racist clown. He put fuck this in a capital letter, so he really meant that. Woo! I just want to thank you, my pro-black brother, for coming to watch this coon-ass, clown-ass, tap-dancing-ass nigga. Thank you. At the end of the day, you watch me, bitch, I don't even know you, and I don't know who the fuck you are, but I surely appreciate your views. Thank you so much. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. And remember this, Brick Bardo.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Someone should have told you not to fuck with me.
Shit. Nigga, I got the mic. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
Yeah, buddy. He obviously had a great fucking time. He enjoyed himself. He's probably smiling right now, sitting in his mama's basement at his old compact Presario PC, watching this shit on his dial-up. So I know he got a delay, but anyway, by the time it catches up to you, thank you, sir. Fuck you and have a good night. I love y'all, man. Till next time, peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab, and I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.
And I'm going to say this before I go. Brick Bardo, you still my son, and I still love you very much. Good night, y'all. It burns, doesn't it? I'm the king of this shit. I'm the king around here. I'm the only nigga whose house on the block is paid for. I'm out, y'all. Peace. These